Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is Klaus and thank you for tuning in to today's Clash of Clans Strategy Guide. And today we're going to be covering the Town Hall 9 laboratory for war players. Now you guys know Town Hall 9 is awesome for war. I mean, Town Hall 9 War is probably the most competitive that there is in Clash of Clans. So what I recommend is that you follow this guide and you put your opinions of what you think in the comments below. Now, a lot of research went into this. It's based on personal preference as well as the recommendations from my war clan, Boston Tea Party. So without further ado, let's begin. And actually, I think something needs to be mentioned that you do need to make sure that you've maxed out your Town Hall 8 base before you go to Town Hall 9, before you follow this guide, because it depends on that. Now, with all that being said, let's get started. Number one is the Giants, and you're gonna probably think, why would you do Giants first? I mean, it's not really part of a real 3-star war attack. It doesn't do any major role in war attacks, and the reason for that is I'm assuming that you're going to be following my Town Hall 8.5 or my Town Hall 9 upgrade strategy guide for your base, and that calls for upgrading or putting in your Archer Queen on day one. And so what that means is that you're going to be using a lot of Dark Elixir right off the bat, and it's recommended that instead of spending more Dark Elixir right off the bat as well, since your storage is going to be low and stuff, spending this elixir on Giants, because Giants are a key component in farming, and you know you have to farm in order to get the loot to create war troops to war. And it's always recommended that you increase the strength of your base. So Giants is number one. Number two, and you know, several beyond that are all going to be focused on the attacks that you've already been using as a Town Hall 8. Mass Hog, which isn't really all that viable as Town Hall 9 because of the Archer Queen and the extra giant bomb, but let's say Mass Hog, Go-Ho, you know, Golems and Hogs, Go-Va-Ho, which is like Golems, Valkyries, and Hogs, and then Go-Va-Lo, which is Golems, Valkyries, and Balloons. So the first, or the second priority, with all that in mind, is your Hog Riders to level 5. And the Hog Riders at level 5 are so much more powerful than level 4 Hogs. It's also kind of like a standard that people look for whenever people are trying to get into war clans. So make sure and upgrade those Hogs second, because that will make you that much better at attacking in war. And then the third priority will be your healing spell, because as you remember from Town Hall 8, if you keep those Hogs in that healing spell, the more likely you're going to be successful. So the stronger and the more effective your healing spell is, the better. And that actually covers Mass Hog, which is good. And then we're going to go into our number 4 priority, which is Valkyries. You get 2 levels, level 3 and 4. Do those both, because the Valkyrie, the power of the Valkyrie, and especially the improvements from those level upgrades, are going to make your Go-Va-Ho and Go-Va-Lo much more powerful. And there's a huge debate between whether you should do your Valkyries first or your Golems. And to be honest with you guys, it doesn't matter all that much. I prefer increasing the strength of my Valkyries because I'm very experienced with these attacks and I don't depend on my Golems all that much. So I say Valkyries is priority number 4, levels 3 and 4, just because of that reason. Number 5 is Golem, so they're back to back. Golems level 3 and 4 as well. That will greatly increase the predictability of your Go-Va-Ho, and how long you can keep that Golem alive will help you set up your funnel better. And then sending your Valkyries into the base will be that much easier because they're already powerful. After your Golems, you're going to upgrade your Balloons. So number 6 is Balloons to level 6, because you all know that level 6 upgrade is super powerful, guys. It is so beneficial because the balloons used in Go-Va-Lo, which, you know, isn't all that useful at Town Hall 9, also are used in Go-La-Loon, which is a very powerful attack strategy as a Town Hall 9 war player. It's just a lot more advanced, and that's why Go-La-Loon is not, you know, impressed upon you that quickly. It's coming up though, don't you worry. But getting the balloons upgraded is good because it's just a powerful, very beneficial upgrade in your laboratory. And also what it'll do is it'll allow you to do Loonian attacks, like for farming, a lot easier. as well as your just a lava looning attack in farming. So that's why balloons is number 6. Now number 7 and number 8 are for helping the queen walk, which I'm not sure how viable they are now because of changes to the game, but still we're gonna hold on to number 7 being the healing or the jumping spell level 2, because it does double the amount of time that jump spell is there. Very, very important. And then number 8 is the healers level 4. Those max healers are going to greatly increase the ability of your queen to stay alive as you upgrade her. So by now your queen should be at least level 10 or 15, and then you'll be able to get your queen walking. Really recommend you don't do a queen walk until at least level 10. Level 15 is much easier, but with those max healers, everything will be a heck of a lot easier. So that is kind of the troops that are needed for the queen walk army. And then moving on to the final major war strategy, the Gola Loon. The number 9 upgrade in this list is the 2nd level of the Lava Hound. So it's assumed that you already unlocked it in your Dark Elixir factory. Or Dark Elixir, Dark Barracks, there you go. And because the level 2 Lava Hound is very, very, very good, you really can't Gola Loon a max Town Hall 9 base without that level 2 Lava Hound, because it just lasts that much longer. And you know what they do. They hover over air defenses, and then you can send in your balloons behind. So you've already got your max balloons for Town Hall 9. You get your Lava Hounds to max, and then you're pretty much ready to take on any base, because those attacks, Govaho, Govalo, Queen Walk, Gola Loon, all those attacks cover pretty much all of the basics. Now, there's a lot of people that could probably ask, what about HGHB? Well, think about what HGHB is. It's healers, giants, hogs, and boulders, and you've already upgraded them all. So at this point, I mean, before you even did Lava Hounds, you were able to do a max level HGHB. The reason why I didn't really mention it is because of the update changing the way healers work. We're not entirely sure how good HGHB will be in the foreseeable future. So that's why that was kind of left out of the guide in total. So that's all the real major war troops, but there are other supporting troops. Number 10 would be the Barbarian, level 6. The Barbarian level affects the level of the barbarians that are popped out of the King's Iron Fist ability. So whenever you have level 6 barbarians, that little bit of addition to the damage per second of all those barbarians really adds up as that King's level increases, and it gains more little minions popping out during that special ability. So the barbarians are very, very effective and useful, especially, like I said, at higher level barbarian king levels, 15, something like that. And then number 11 is the archers, because you archers for every single attack strategy there is. And then number 12 is the level 3 poison spell. Not that much addition to your war attacks, but every little bit helps. That decreasing the speed of the enemy clan castle, or decreasing the HP as balloons kind of hover into that poison spell. Every little bit helps, right? So that's number 12. Number 13, now we're moving into just random stuff. The goblins level 6, just for helping with farming troops. If you want to do something called the goblin knife, as you know, the goblins in the goblin knife level 6, so much more hardy, able to sustain more splash damage hits before they die, and you can grab Dark Elixir like that whenever you're dealing with the Goblin Knife on Town Hall 9 bases, even Town Hall 10 bases. Drop like flies in the wake of the Goblin Knife. So that's why it's number 13. And now we're going to get into the less important, kind of like the miscellaneous troops. So number 14 is the level 2 Baby Dragon, assuming you've unlocked it in your barracks, which you should have a long time ago. Baby Dragons are good for donating and clan castle troops, because the current meta really does lend itself toward Baby Dragon, Valkyrie, Wizard combinations in the clan castle. Number 15 would be the minions, level 5. Minions are mainly funneling troops like the Baby Dragon, so not a huge use for them, so that's why they're so low on the list. Number 16 would be your level 4 dragons, and really no major use for dragons as a Town Hall 9. I've seen some uses for them, like suicide dragons to kill the queen, but I would always recommend, instead of doing that, using Queen Walk or using your Valkyries to kill that queen instead, just because dragons, they're not that effective as a Town Hall 9. Moving on to number 17, which is nearly the end, is the lightning spell. If you must BBQ a base, bolt, quake, some air defenses for an air attack. Usually not recommended, but it can be done, it can be used. upgrading your lightning spell to level 6 would be helpful because it does do that much more damage per second, ensuring that you'll actually destroy that air defense. And then the last two guys are pretty much absolutely useless upgrades for current meta, and number 18 is the level 2 witch. As sad as it is, currently, witches are absolutely useless. There is no good use for the witch. Trust me, we have tried every way we can to use them, and now that the little skeletons don't trigger traps, the witch dies and then it's over. It's like a weaker version of the wizard. So we do recommend that you upgrade them though before you go to Town Hall 10, because in the event that Supercell does buff the witches back, you do want that level 2 witch upgrade because it is very beneficial for the witch troop. But right now there really is no use for the witch. And then finally guys, the final upgrade in your Town Hall 9 laboratory, the earthquake spell level 3. Now, the Earthquake spell is just as effective at level 1 as it is at max level when it comes to destroying walls. It will always take 4 Earthquake spells to destroy walls. Also, if you use like Bolt, Quake, you use the Earthquake spell for that. You don't need an upgraded Earthquake spell in order for that to work. So that's why the EQ spell, the Earthquake spell, is virtually a useless upgrade. But in case they ever do change it, you want everything to be maxed out, just so that you're not behind, because there's a lot of people, think about back before Valkyries were really all that useful. So many people rushed and didn't upgrade their Valkyries, and now they're behind. They're still behind trying to get their Valkyries upgraded and caught up to the rest of their troops. I would rather just have everything upgraded to begin with, even if it doesn't benefit me. So that is a full list, guys. I apologize if it seemed a little bit rushed. I didn't mean to do that. That's just being very matter of fact with you guys. The list is going to be on my right, your left on the screen. Take a snapshot and follow it. Let me know in the comments if you agree with my list, if you're going to follow it, or if you would make a change. Let me know your opinions in the comments. And if you like this video, found it helpful, let me know by smacking that like button. And also, if you're not a member of the Klaus family, please smack that subscribe button and do so. We'd love to have you, and we'll be putting videos up for Clash and other games every single day, or almost every single day of the week, for hopefully the foreseeable future. And also, finally guys, so if you're below Town Hall 9, we've posted all of these videos, lab upgrades, upgrade priority lists, etc., in the guides playlist. But we will be covering Town Hall 9 farming and also Town Hall 10 in the future, as well as base building and attack strategies. So be looking forward to all those videos coming to you very, very soon. It's gonna be really awesome. But for now, I've got to call it a day. I hope you're having a great day, and I will see y'all again next time. Love you guys. Peace.